Hello and welcome, bienvenido a todo. Today we're gonna do a scenario design thing that's kind of self-made Diesel Legends of the Great Western without the pack or the timetable. But I've got pretty much everything, every other DLC that involves British Rail, Blue, I've got. So I've created this one myself. It doesn't have the 52 in it because I've only got the one from West Somerset, so that's red and it doesn't fit with the vibe. So I'm going to make a few changes to this scenario. It's got 20. I've used all 20. You can see 20 out of 20 services on this one, and it's quite good actually. I quite like it. Right, I've got that set to a 47. That's good. That's what I like. Now, I've got a choice with this. Basically, there's a train ahead of me that I've set for Hayes and Harlington, I think. Let me have a look. I think it's this one. Nope. Nope. Is that one? Hayes and Hart, that's it. And if I set it at 4:05, I'll kind of start coming up yellow against a yellow at some point, I think. Some point around Slough. But if I don't, I get to zoom through, like, pretty high speed the whole length of the route. And catch up with more of the slow trains on the slower lines. I haven't done it that way for a while, so I think I'm going to set it for 4. Because I actually want to just like storm down. I'm not too concerned about yellows, especially as the 101 timetable drive I did yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when I did it. I hit a red in the middle of it unexpectedly. So now I just want something, relaxing. So let's go. Right, let me check. That's set for 4. Everything else is set for 4 and after 4. Yep. This is a good tonight. Like this is like even though sometimes you think, oh, it's only 20. Most of the time you can't even you can't get to 20. You've run out of platform spaces. With this one, I can get to 20. And in fact, I think at least in the direction I'm going, when I arrive at Reading, trains are in platforms or have let. There isn't like a queue outside the station, so it doesn't look odd. Right, let me go faster 70s. Oh, what I also love about this, I get to have a little race with a 101 at the start, which may involve me panicking a little bit, just like struggling to find the AWS and everything, and get started quickly. But yeah, this is a route I like. With trains I like. Good old-fashioned diesels, right? I'm gonna remove the brakes because it'll take them a while. I'm gonna turn on my torch because nope, there we go. Yep, AWS isolation and have to switch it. I'm afraid I've got stick drift on one of my right or left. Right, there we go. Turn this on. Oh, it looks quite dark in here. That's because I haven't changed the weather. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do like a bright sunlight, which I do not like. And I never do. I always put rain or cloud or something. So, train heat on. No, train heat on. Ah, no, that means the 101 is gonna. Yeah, I need to go. Wow. I forget how quickly this accelerates compared to the 45 and the 37. They're nowhere near as good as this. I haven't forgot anything, have I? No, nothing over there I need to do. Everything is on. I just need to see if I can catch up with him. And I can, I think, yeah. He's not so far ahead. So yeah, I'm playing on a PS4 Pro. I think I've got the 4K resolution setting, and I think it looks fantastic, to be honest. Always been one of my favourite routes. It's flat, but it's a kind of okay flat. That makes sense. It's not like, although I think routes like Northern Transpennine are a lot more challenging and a lot more interesting, this one's just a nice one for getting up to speed, and not having to think too much. But that might be because this they didn't. I don't think they implemented the automatic train protection on this, which might have made it a bit more challenging. Let's see. God, if you could hear the sound of my PS4 right now, I think it needs clean out. The fans are going mad. It's quite warm where I am. I live in Spain. Just in case you don't know. And not just Spain, Madrid, which is not even by the coast, so there's never a nice a cool breeze. It's hot. When it's hot, it's hot. And there comes the Gronk, taking in some. There he goes. I can accelerate now. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Need to stop that thing getting away from me. That little 101 trying to beat me. I mean, it's a kind of moot point. I know what's going to happen to that 101. He hasn't got a clear run, and I have. So at some point, he's going to lose. But still, I want to be there to see it. Actually, it's a bit strange. Usually, because I do this with like rainy weather, or for some reason the snow doesn't work in Scenario Designer. I don't know why, but usually it's because of what you just saw that I usually put mist or rain on. It's that you don't get the trains popping in, or the scenery popping in as much. I'm going over. I don't want to break the rules. I don't want to break the law. 1 mile an hour is fine. But I want a fair fight. Oh well, now I've got it up to. Well, it says I've got it up to 100, but I think that speed sign said 100 for multiple units, which would be the HST and the 166 or whatever other trains were using it at this point. I don't know if loco hold sets are allowed above 90, or even 80. But as this isn't trying to be a particularly accurate representation of a 70s route, given that this was designed for 2016 or something. So here I am running a bunch of 70s services on it. Damn, he's got some pretty good acceleration on him when he gets to the upper 50s and 60 miles an hour. Would be a shame if you were to hit some kind of yellow signal, wouldn't it? You have to start slowing down. Oh, what a shame. See, this is what I love. Look, trains everywhere. Old trains, new trains. Well, no, they're all old trains. And it doesn't look half bad in the sun, actually. These trains have the right amount of grime and the right mix between grime and shine. Don't they sound good? And loud. I don't know if you're about to hear my voice over them, but let's see. There we go. That's what was causing that. His yellow and now red. All these trains on the slow lines. Goodbye. I've got places to be, like Reading, glorious Reading. I have been to Reading. I can't remember anything about it above our multi-story car park, and I think it was a concert hall called Hexagon something, quite brutalist. That was quite nice. And then the rest was just generic UK town centre, um, pedestrianised shopping area, shopping mall, thing like that. Some old churches and Victorian stuff, but nothing that sticks in my mind really. Hello, Ealing, where I used to work. Where I used to catch the little 1666 from Paddington to here, or get the Central Line all the way from Bethnal Green. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, what a pain. Here I go. Right, past one express coming in my direction, haven't I? There's definitely one. Just as I was trying to catch up with the one I want. A 45 came past, I think. Trying to think where I'll likely encounter the others. There should be another one before Slough, I think. And then there'll be a few after. Oh, and I'm getting to overtake the 37 freighter. Bye. See, even though like I love the difficulty of having to brake and start and stop often, there is something quite enjoyable also about just letting the throttle off and letting it go. Well, setting the throttle and letting it go. Right now, from memory, coaches 100 mile per hour speed. Yeah, they can go to 100 miles an hour. This 95. Okay, still got a bit of go in it. I mean, that 0.1% incline is probably for this train at this speed, probably an additional effort it does not want. Oh, I love the sound of the coaches. Oh, they really do sound like coaches. Really, really good sounds. I wouldn't mind a new, older DLC. We'll see what Rivet do with the Cornish one. I haven't bought any of the Rivet routes yet because they just haven't had any interest for me. But that one, straight as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, if they do give us a nice little diesel multiple unit Sprinter, that'll be everything, all I need. And I think that's what we might get. I mean, Rivet won't be reusing anything from DTG, and DTG don't have anything that really, I mean, 101, but that would be, I mean, that would be something. So I think we'll get a new loco. We'll only get one. It's Rivet. We're definitely not going to get two. Nothing like that. We're not going to get like, oh, HST or anything like that. No, it will be it'll be one loco, I'm sure. And it'll be a diesel multiple unit. 2 or 3 car, I would say. That's my theory. And we'll see how it turns out. And I don't think there'll be layers or anything like that. I just don't see it. Theoretically possible, but Rivet's tendency is to make it for TSW, it's to make a DLC and then that's kind of it. One patch update a few months later and that's about it. So I'm not envisaging lots and lots of snazzy features. It's going to be a fairly simple back and forward route with some functionality in the scenario designer, I would say, to make it a bit more fun with HSTs. Maybe. Oh, why did I take the throttle off? No. Well. I left the slow on. No, I've got to stop at slow. Well, at least thank God I noticed that now. Last time I did this, I completely forgot I had that slow stop in. And let's just say I noticed just in time to ensure that final door of the brake carriage was left on the platform, and that was it. So at least I remember this side. Right, I'm going to take the throttle off now and sail on. She's taking that stuff out. Meh. We'll see. I think for now I can sail on 5 more. I might need to put let me put the throttle on about 30. See if I can maintain. Ooh, yes, and the changes to the immersion controls will be interesting because I want some better way of doing the horn. I think it should default to like high-low tone, and then maybe some other option to do a single tone for the British trains. So all you want to do? You want to like do the high-low tone or the low-high tone or whatever. You don't just want to like. And this horn, I don't know. I can't say I know 47's horns off by heart, but this horn in particular, it sounds weird. Sounds quite sharp. Maybe that's how it's like. I don't know. But everything else about this train I love. I have nothing bad to say about it, apart from that horn. Isn't bless it. Yeah, 47. I wouldn't mind a 50. The 52 that was kind of like this, but with the head code board above it. That was, I think it was for the pre-electrification of the West Coast Main Line. Big, heavy-powered 100-mile-an-hour diesel. I wouldn't mind one of them. Would not mind one of them at all. Because that wouldn't look too bad in a Network Southeast livery as well, or Regional Railways livery. Yes. Oh, all the things, all the possibilities, but I think we're. I was figuring out yesterday, like, I think DTG themselves have released four route DLC add-ons since TS2W was launched. TSW2 was launched, and there's 2 more coming. There's Hamburg-Lebeck, and then what's the other one? Glasgow Cathcart Circle, and then it'll be the next big update, the Rush Hour pack. So that means that's 6 a year, and the first 4 were, let me remember because I have 3 of them: Munich Augsburg, the TGV Mediterranean, and Southeastern High Speed and Clinchfield Railroad, which I finally remembered the name of, and then so plus the other 2, that'll be 6. That works out about 1 every 2 months, which is like a really decent throughput considering you get there's locos that come come and go, and then Rivet's making some, and yet I don't know. Sometimes you like it's like, oh god, I'd be waiting for ages, and in actual fact, yeah, I think it was January when Southeastern came out. Or February even maybe, and then Clinchfield came out like a month and a half, 2 months later, and now Hamburg-Lebeck is coming, and then already in the upcoming section is Cathcart Circle. Oh my god, I need to put the brakes on. Oh, I was talking. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, actually, no. No. Let's see. I'm going to take the emergency off, I think. Now. Okay, yeah. But yeah, actually still put the emergency on. Because I'm going past it blatantly. Oh. How far past am I going? A lot far past. This may even be a repeat performance of my last door of the break. No, it's fine. That's fine. Whatever this is, it's fine because, in fact, how many carriages are still? Right, 1, 2, 3 passenger carriages. Half the passenger carriages are still on the platform. That's fine. Absolutely fine by me. Right. Put the brakes back so they're not in emergency anymore. I don't know why in the scenario planner or in this scenario planner the load passengers wheel doesn't work, but it does count down. It just doesn't actually show anything to show that it's doing that until the end. It will tell me it will prompt me to close the doors eventually. After what? Yep, there we go. Right. Now I can remove the brakes completely and be on my way, having completely sailed past the signal. And yep. What can I say? I was enjoying talking about whatever I was talking about. What was it? New routes? Oh, yeah. There's nothing ahead of me, so I can keep talking. So, new routes. So yeah, there'll be Hamburg-Lebeck next week, which will be interesting. Because I was absolutely not interested, and then I watched the stream last night and was like, God damn them! Damn them! Even without like any particularly snazzy new, obviously new loco or rolling stock, damn them, they've got German routes down to a T now, and it's like it just looks like that would occupy my time. That would occupy my time. And I've been so good, I was like, even though I like the look of Clinchfield, I was like, there's no way I'm buying freight only service, I won't enjoy it. Never bought the Oakville subdivision. I've avoided the Rivet routes because I know they're too short and too limited in what they offer. So I thought I was going to be good with Hamburg-Lebeck and not get it because it's a fairly flat route, but it looks good. We'll see. I may resist. And it's got the support for the 101 as well. I mean, granted, it's 2 services a day. There's no LZB, I don't think, on that route. It's not as fast, but still, it's something. The kind of thing that might come up against yellow signals because of trains in front and whatever. And it's like, and in the one they had last night, it comes top and tail with like a loco either end. I mean, oh, how good! Like, it's something different or unusual. So, and because I don't think we're going to get much use with the 101 otherwise until rush hour, maybe. And they haven't said anything. I don't think they've specified what would be layered into that Dresden route. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. I'll have to think about getting it because I definitely want the Glasgow one, even though I think it's only like 20 miles, if that, 17 miles maybe, if both branches are included. It's just I like the idea of a 314 and actual UK service that's a conventional service with overhead wires. I just like the idea of it. And to get the 314 into the livery designer, yeah, that's a difficult one to resist for sure. Hamburg-Lebeck, I might be able to, might. I say that, but the moment they post another preview or the launch stream or whatever, I'll probably end up buying it. Let's see, and then yeah, nothing until rush hour, which will be interesting. Rush hour is obviously a definite because it's 3 routes for $24.99. Absolutely no way. It's like a ridiculously good deal. Even if I'm only really fond of NEC, I know I'll get a decent amount of enjoyment out of the other 2. And by then I may have a PS5, so all the better. I mean, if you're in the UK and you think you've got it hard, believe me, it's bloody impossible to get them in Spain. Like, everyone I know who's got one has like had to join like about 3 different WhatsApp groups to like be told of updates, of where the stock is, and usually like random shops, and yeah, I mean, I am. Oh, and I saw an article today that they're already planning to bring out like a PS5 Slim next year or something, or Pro. I can't remember if it was in Spanish, so I wasn't paying enough attention to whether it was Pro or it was some kind of different, some kind of variation of the PS5 for next year. Could be. I mean, these kind of things are always way off, but it made me laugh because there's probably more chance of me getting that. But in fairness, there's nothing on PS5 I'm particularly. I think I've already mentioned that like Returnal is about the only PS5 specific game that I've seen at the moment that looks woof. That would be something I would buy. I'm sure there'll be more stuff coming up. There isn't anything I've seen on the horizon that looks like very. Oh look, in tandem. Is that another 47? Yep. Oh, and a 101. Oh, cute. Yeah, this needs a better horn. We'll see. We'll see. And I've kind of got like this unofficial, this unofficial, how would I call it? This unofficial requirement in my head that if I can't get a PS5 by September or something ridiculous like that, I'll just upgrade PC. And then you'd be sorry if you had to watch me learning Train Simulator again from scratch, and complaining about the lack of realism in some aspects of its graphics. Although the locos themselves nowadays in Train Simulator look pretty bang on. Some of the upgrade packs look really good. The routes themselves, though, yeah, you can tell it's a very old game engine. I mean, at the moment, the only reason that I wouldn't just buy a PC now is because TSW is the game I play the most, and I'm not buying all of the DLC again for PC. Whoosh. Right, let me check. Is there a chance there's a loco ahead? There's a 101 ahead of me. I know there is. I just need to check if there's a chance that I'll pick it. No, I'm not going to catch up with that now. Pretty sure in some others I have managed to catch up with it. Actually, yeah, maybe without the stop at Slough, I would have been able to. Because I think when I don't have the stop at Slough, there's a point at which, when I pass that 45, was it a 45? Was it 40? It was a 40. When I pass that 40, if I don't do the stop at Slough, then I pass that 40 and start overtaking the 101, all within like a minute of each other, and it's quite a nice experience, especially as this end of the line's a bit more dead, because I built the scenario from the other end, and then arrived here, and then at this end I couldn't quite figure out how long it would take me to get here, and then I played around with it, but this was the closest I got to something full and interesting. And interestingly, a few weeks ago I tried to play as the 101 that I was racing at the start, and can get all the way to Reading with that 101. I don't get held up by anything ahead of me, but well, no, you kind of get held up by the freight train that was ahead of me. No, the 101 that's ahead, and then the freight train. At some point, you'll get a yellow or something. Because the freight train has to slow down to come off the track, and then that slows the 101 down, and then blah blah blah. But all the way until Reading, you're kind of stoppy-starty, but it's fine. And then at Reading, the train ahead has the same platform, so you can't get in. That was annoying. Oh, I'm actually at 95 at the top speed. Whoosh. That, even with a clear sky and the draw distance being what it is, that looks pretty damn good. pretty damn good. I'm in my lunch break and I actually still have plenty of time left. Only 26 minutes as well, and I've only got 6 miles left. Hello! No, I think it was that loco that just went past that I would have overtaken and then caught up with the train in front if I hadn't stopped at Slough. That makes a bit more sense. Right, I'm not going to get any speed restrictions just yet. I think I've got until 3 miles away until it will tell me I need to drop to 90 and then 60 or 50 and then 30. I try and remember these things, but I'm probably completely wrong. Completely wrong. Actually, I wouldn't mind, you know what, thinking about that Cornish route, a nice 47 in intercity livery. Regional railways, I don't think the 47 went for regional railways actually, but intercity livery, oof. Maybe with refurbished Mark II carriages without the these windows, with the Mark III cut type windows. Oof, oof. But that, yeah, that's not going to happen. We're getting one diesel multiple unit, I am sure. And I'm sure it's more likely to be a Sprinter than a... What was the other one? Pacer, yeah. As far as I know, the Pacer was not there. And it wouldn't be period appropriate. Right, yes, I have the 95 miles per hour speed restriction, which is fine. But I'm gonna take the throttle off and start drifting down now, because I'm pretty sure very soon after that 95 it's gonna be a 50 or a 60. So I don't want to be going full pelt when I go through that. I want to be some way underneath it. Oop. Was that my DSD or my... It must have been, yeah. See, even now, listen, I think that's the last train I was past. It's going to pass that 101. But this is a nice scenario for feeling busy. I think this feels busier than any of the timetable route services, to be honest. Given that the actual DLC for the Diesel Legends of the Great Western has a lighter timetable, I think, than the Great Western Express one. I suspect it will be the same for that. But if it ever is in a sale, maybe some way under 10 quid, I'll buy it. Yeah, because I still like the idea of having a vintage timetable, and honestly, I like the idea of a timetable with 101 services and using the 31 with coaches and things like that. The idea behind it is really good. It's just it just needs a HST or something to make it worth buying. Even if they just repainted the HST that they have and done some very light remodel, which I'm sure would have made people even angrier, because nevertheless, yeah, right, it's going to be 50 miles an hour now, and then at some point you're going to tell me it's 30. I'm going too fast anyway. 40, that's it. That's fine. Well, that was not... You know what? With the 31 minutes, not bad. You know, it would take not a dissimilar amount of time in a HST. Well, every little ad, every little count. I guess with the HST you're going to cut about 5 minutes off that, or 3 or 4 minutes off that. But nevertheless, that was a decent time. And look, we've even got an actual person on the passenger behind the yellow line, sir. No, don't stop yet. I don't want to stop in the red zone. Throttle off. Let's see. Much as I like these services, these platforms with the signals right at the end, like a couple of meters in front of the stop sign, or the stop distance marker. That's good enough. That'll do me. And what else is waiting there for us? Ooh, a little 45. Well, I say little. Not very little. On a 101. Well, that was a good run. I mean, for me, that is what the scenario designer is for. Things like that just let you create something that's a little bit different from what you'd get in the timetable mode. And don't get me wrong, the timetable mode is very good. And allow you to use different kinds of rolling stock that, thanks to the quite significant amount of BR Blue we've got, it works quite well. And God, I'm still not at level 180. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I might have some other scenarios that I can have a run through. But generally, I really like the timetable mode. Oh, you know what? I might try a scenario next. Yeah, a scenario that involves like stopping and starting and doing things. Because I very rarely do those, so I'm probably terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you got any requests or comments, just pop them below. Yes, see you next time.